Hello, TheStarMunchers. Max here, back playing Cast Out Colony. So, since the last episode, I've been busy. I have been busy unlocking things and saving up flower coins, so I'll just show you briefly what I have done. So, obviously, the first thing you'll notice is I have unlocked all of the characters. And the reason why I did this, why I prioritized this, is because by unlocking and playing as certain characters, you immediately unlock new abilities. So that was one thing that I wanted to do sooner rather than later, so that way I would have more options available to me over any given night. Plus, Sid, he's my favorite character, I had to unlock him again. In fact, I think I might go into the game as Sid, but I quickly want to show you what all I've done here. So, something that I did, or something I want to address. So, like Animal Crossing, there are like weeds and rocks that will spawn back in after you've cleared them. Now, I don't mind this. One thing that, obviously, as you can see on the screen, they spawn inside the structures. I'm sure that'll be like a bug that they fix at some point, but that's something that I noticed, is that sometimes the stuff spawns inside the structures. Even sometimes the rocks will spawn like in the walls of a building. I don't mind having to go through and clear these. The only thing I could say about that is maybe only have it happen when the game is closed, because I think these tend to come back relatively quickly, and I don't think that's necessary to happen. I unlocked a ton of villagers, as you can see from the houses and all these helpers out here. I held off doing the pizza box until I was recording an episode, because this is the last obstacle. Everything else I was able to clear. Sometimes there seems, I don't know if it only calls the bugs that are directly on screen. It could have also just been an early game glitch, but it felt like sometimes the other bugs would have a hard time navigating to the work project, and you'd have to like reselect it to get them to do the thing. Here, let's do this. So how many would we got? I thought for sure that we had, okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus me is 14. So no, we do need 2 more helper bugs to help get rid of that pizza box. So if we tab to return, and then we go here, interactables, villager home, will we have enough to build these last 2? That's my question. So there's a full house width in between them, and that's 4 squares. So that would be that. 4 squares, boom. All right, so that should be everyone, which means now we should be able to get rid of the pizza box, provided that those bugs have walked out of their houses already. Don't know if they have, but once that pizza box is gone, I can restructure everything. There was a bunch of like soda cans. There's a bunch of other objects that you had to clear out of the way. But it'll be interesting to see if I can get all the bugs to work together on this or not. They also run and help you for like larger objects, like bigger rocks. Like a bunch of them will just run to you to help you clear it, which is really cool. I like that mechanic. But yeah, some of these weeds that are just like all the way out in the middle of nowhere, they do give you flower coins, which is good. But maybe if they didn't spawn as frequently, that might be nice. Or if it, again, like Animal Crossing, based on how long you've been away from the game, if it spawned more in. Again, I'm not a programmer, so I don't know how the heck any of that works, so I'm just saying stuff. All right, let's try this now, because now we should have 16, but right now I'm pressing and holding, and we got 10, now back to 9, now we're at 8, so then I'm gonna press it again, and now we're at 14. See, it's just a little bit janky. To get everybody on the same page, you have to like mash the button. We're at 15. I'm gonna hit it again. There we go. Now everybody's working together. So there was just a lot of like, I had to keep pressing it over and over and over again to see until it finally hit the number I needed. Just a little bit janky. All right, now we can clear all this stuff out. Oh, these purple rocks have flower coins in them. These are bonus rocks, which I like those. All right, so we should be all clear now. Should be clear of everything, which is great. We should have the max number of villagers and now the ground is clear and ready for us to work on stuff. But I want to hop into a night to show you if I can get a little bit further. One thing that I'm saving up for, I bought some upgrades from the gym. If you remember from the last version of the game that I played, you can go into the gym to upgrade your character's stats permanently. And I have spent quite a few flower coins over there. That being said, I also spent flower coins on something that you're going to see right now. So I unlocked these 2 slots, and this is not something I was anticipating, but might be one of my favorite aspects of this build of the game, is that you can add the other bugs that you've built buildings for. So like this guy who runs the shop, and then this guy who runs the gym, and then this lady who runs the coffee shop. They will join you in combat and help, and it is so cool. Like, I can't explain to you. More things happening on the screen doesn't bother me. I like it. But I wanted to save up for this last slot because I kind of want to see what happens when you have all of them working together. And I think I saw something somewhere that said these aren't the final like builds of the characters. Like, I'm assuming the player models like in the actual game versus the illustrations. But I think it's so cool that they added these other heroes to join you. I also haven't unlocked either of these yet, even though I have the money to do so, because I still want to go back to the Dark Forest and see how far I can get, because I haven't beat it yet. I've gotten somewhat close, but I haven't been able to beat the first arena. So you'll see the carpenter guy uses the hammer and like hits in a ground area, and then the bodybuilder guy runs and like just goes, basically does like a line of attack, which is really cool. So we're gonna do stick foo up, so that way we do have something else other than just the stink circle, just as a precaution for when the enemies do start getting a little bit more advanced. Also, another thing that this game excels at that I didn't really pay much attention to in the first video I did on this new game, or on the final version of the game, is the importance of hitting the dash button. This changes everything. Like, in the previous builds of the game, I rarely would use it at all, but now, like, I use it all the time because there are a lot more options. There's lots more things for you to do when you dash. Like, there's more options available. Let's go increases area of attacks by 10%. That seems smart. What do we got? Stink, sweet. And then let's do health increase. But yeah, like everything changed once I started dashing a whole lot and also getting these other bugs in the game to help. I really like the stuff that they've added. Like, I spent a couple hours playing this yesterday, and again, I just had YouTube running in the background, and I was in a flow state. So this right here, love this one. Concussive Blast. When dashing, unleash a large damageless blast, repelling all enemies in area. I will show you what this looks like right now. I don't know if you saw it. It's very brief, but you can upgrade it even more, and it launches your enemies away from you when you dash, which means that you want to upgrade how fast the cooldown, like you want to upgrade so that way the cooldown is lessened. So like the dash adds another, like a much needed mechanic other than just the passive and active abilities. It gives yet another fun thing for you to do, and another sort of skill type that was much needed. Like, needed in the sense that like it stacks on top of the other two things perfectly well without detracting. So like this one, Acid Spray. When dashing, throw 4 short distance projectiles around the character. This one's great because now, once my meter's full, which you can see next to my health bar by the character, when I do this, now it launches attacks when I dash. So like, you can do a bunch of cool stuff when you're dashing as well as just walking around. You know what I mean? So it's a good idea, I think, to vary up what you're doing, so that way you have passive stuff going, you have active stuff going, but then also you have your dash figured out. Dash is way more important as you get towards the end of the night, because the enemies are spawning like crazy and the waves get sort of insane. And every once in a while, you're going to need a breather. You're going to need to get some space between you and them, so you can do multiple attacks to them. So especially for Sid, where maybe the stink ring isn't super powerful yet, if the enemies have to keep going through the ring again and again and again because you keep pushing them back, it's really good. I'm going to do leaf barrier, so that way if they do get close to me, they're going to take some extra damage. We're going to do rush, dash cooldown reduced by 10%. That's some good stuff. But yeah, you can just dash for free once that meter fills up, and it just does damage to stuff and pushes things back. So there's no reason not to dash. And it does set you up for success as well when you start getting enemies that are really fast, like this spider guy right here that's starting to attack me. Like, I can push him away, and I can also dash away and get some extra space between myself and him, which is really, really good. What I could use now is I could really use a damage upgrade. That's what I could use. Nectar, legendary passive. When you die, you're revived with 20% max health. Let's do that. This character is so much fun. Sid might be my favorite, and I don't know why. I think it's just because you're less stressed about moving through the enemies, and you're less worried about, like, weaving your way through. With the other characters, you really do have to do a lot more kiting, but with Sid, you just sort of get to move through, and it's so much fun. And then again, just having the other characters from the colony helping you is so satisfying. Mandible, legendary active. Launches toward the nearest enemy, has a boomerang effect. I haven't tried this one yet, but we're gonna do it. Legendary active? Heck yeah. Oh, that's the mandible. Oh, it's a boomerang, and it just goes to the nearest enemy? Heck yeah. Sweet. At some point, maybe it would be fun to, like, for the player to be able to customize like the mouse cursor in game or something, or so that way it's not just the regular mouse cursor, if that makes sense. That could be something you could customize, or maybe it changes based on which character you're playing as or something like that. Just because the regular white mouse cursors doesn't do these characters justice. I feel like there could be something more cast out colony specific that would be on screen. Oh yeah. There's also one of these, which I think maybe we saw. Base area up by 20%. Yes, we're doing that. Heck yeah. And then just hit. Oh, that's so satisfying to throw the enemies away from you. They also made the plant boss much more obviously the plant boss. In the previous build, I don't know if the plant was all that much bigger. I can't remember what it was, but the Venus Flytrap boss character, or mini boss, just like, I didn't even notice that was a thing until they dropped a chest. So our meter's full. We're only on wave 8. We're gonna go ahead and use it just because. Why not? Why not? Stick Foo goes up. That's great. Good news. Let's go base damage of that up for the boomerang. Some of the skill unlockables only happen after you've defeated X number of specific enemies, and some of them are in the thousands. And I have unlocked some of those. I might need to go back and check and see what all else I have. Something that I'm still not sure is in the game, it might be, maybe I just have missed it, is specific stats of, like, how close you are to completing said unlocks. Like, let's say one of the things that you had to do was defeat a certain number of bats. It would be nice to have that written out somewhere that you are, you know, you have 200 out of 500 or something like that. Because in the library, there are 3 books. Maybe it's in one of those, but I wasn't sure if there was actually a place where you could track literally how much you have left before you complete an unlock for some of these things. So like a progress thing might be nice if it's not already in the game. Like I said, I need to check. And again, I'm sure they're going to be adding stuff to this game as we go, because they've clearly been adding a lot of stuff. So another thing that I'm not sure if is on purpose is, let's say you're walking into a stronger enemy, an enemy that has more health. What I've noticed tends to happen is sometimes your character, like Sid, will basically push the character along with him, and they'll just be constantly doing damage to you while you're moving. Like, if the characters are coming towards me from the left over to the right, if I walk into them and they're not dead immediately, and I'm moving the opposite direction, they'll just start doing a lot of damage to me all of a sudden. Because they're not dying, but they're, like, stuck against my character. Okay, damage increase. I could have used that a while ago. This run's probably almost over, because I need health, something fierce. Ah, yeah, we're dead. Bummer. Oh, that's right, we got the thing. I forgot we did that. All right, give me health. Health would be most excellent. All right, we got to be careful. We did get the damage increase, so that's nice. Yeah, once things get into this part in the game, or this part of the night, I'm sorry, things get way more chaotic. And our lizard friends are back. So if you were all worried about that the lizards wouldn't be in the game, they're here. And they're just as terrible. Let's go an additional projectile for that. The frog is not taking a lot of damage. One ability that really would have come in handy, I was offered it earlier, is the rocket thing you get from Roxy's character, because they ricochet and will hit enemies halfway across the map. Okay, we're doing this. We're popping this. All of you can die. Thank you. Okay, I heard. Okay, we're doing it again for some reason. Wait, is my meter stuck? Okay, I think the meter might be broken. It says I have another one, but I don't. I just tried it. That's all right. There's a reason why I like playing as Sid, because I don't have to be super sly about how I'm moving across the map. I can just sort of do whatever the heck and get away with it. Knockback increase. Let's do that. Why not? Good old knock. Oh, these giant bats are gonna kill me. Oh boy. Oh, those giant bats are bad. Careful. Woo! Those guys spiced it up. All right. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. All right, careful. Okay, we gotta remember we have stick foo, so I just gotta actually point at them. I keep forgetting I have that. Oh, these are new. I haven't seen the frog dudes. I haven't seen these guys yet, so this is officially the furthest I've gotten so far. And they have a lot of health, apparently. Uh-oh. We killed a mini-boss. I heard the chest sound effect go off. So we gotta go find that. It's somewhere over here. All right, jump. I haven't seen the frog dudes before. That's crazy. All right, jump. All right, come on, give me something amazing. All right, we'll take all the crystals we can. Okay, we stayed there too long. Oh, yeah, this is it. Ooh. Oh, how are we still alive? Holy cow. All right, wave 16. This might be I think this is definitely the longest. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. Reach level 20 as Sid. That's great. And we earned a new skill. So that's great. We earned Repel, which I don't know what that does. I have some thoughts. Here, let's go in as... let's try one of the new characters. I want to show you guys one of the new characters. All right, so we have that much. Let's see. Here, let's quickly check in here. So I can show you guys this. Skills and structures, yep. All right, so as you can see, we have lots of stuff unlocked here. These are all this stuff. We haven't built this yet. I forgot about that. When built, gain the ability to upgrade an active skill and +1 second to ultimate charge. So we could build that this episode. That might be nice. Build skill tree. So we want to unlock something immediately. Reach level 20 is Mighty Green. Reach level 25 is Tato. And reach level 20 is Roxy. Defeat 2,000 Venus flytraps. I have to be close to that. See, I want to see it on the screen. Defeat a boss. We haven't done that yet. Reach level 3 with velocity. We don't have velocity yet, I don't think. I don't think we have velocity yet. Or wait. Yeah, we do have velocity. We just haven't upgraded it a whole lot. So we could try that. 2,000 birds. Reach level 3 with Bloodsucker. Oh, right, the upgrade. Survive 20 waves in a single run. All right, so all these things are like within the realm of possibility. So this is Mighty Green. He's like a dragonfly ninja. Super, super cool character. Hey, dude, you're bugging out. We'll do that. Let's grab an upgrade from the gym. One or two. We have the flower coins for it. I'm not worried about unlocking the final slot. But maybe for like the last video I do, I'll have all of that upgraded. Looking to get swole? Yes, sir. All right, so this is what I have upgraded so far. And we have quite a bit of flower coins. So what's like the most valuable thing to me? Probably the experience boost, honestly. Here, we'll do that. And that's all we can do. We spent a lot of flower coins just then. I do want to show you guys this guy, because he's really, really cool. He has like these leaf shuriken type things that are really cool. Oh, wait a second. I'm an idiot. I just spent the flower coins I was going to use to unlock a new... That's fine. I was going to do the map. Should I show what she does? I'll save her for later. Let's just hop in here and show you what this character can do. Really, really cool character. So for this guy, you right click, or no, you left click, or no, yeah, right click, and he throws leaf shurikens. But something cool that happens is he launches backwards when he throws. So for this character, let's do the dash cooldown decrease, because that's when he throws it. That's his dash, is when you right click, he dashes and throws the shuriken at the same time. So that's like his base attack, is dashing backwards and throwing the stuff. But for this character, I want to go with like a ninja build. So lots of like maybe smoke bombs. So maybe a lot of the explosive stuff where he's just like throwing stuff everywhere would be really fun. Here, let's do this. What do we got? Leaf shuriken. Sweet. That increases. Let's go. As much as I would like to do this, let's do velocity, because we saw that we can unlock something by getting that increased up to 3. Sonic Boom. Rare active. When a player dashes, nearby enemies are struck by the lightning. Yes. The lightning is so much fun. And again, I cannot say enough how much better the game plays with a smaller map. Like, it wasn't something that I noticed until I noticed in this new build of the game where the map is smaller. So much better. We're going to go Leaf Barrier because I have to wait for some of my skills to refresh. Let's do that. Try not to get stuck on these chumps. All right, we're hitting our ultimate. Whoa. That's so cool. Okay, we increased velocity, which is good. We got to get that to level 3 if we can. We're going to go fungi. That was sweet. I hadn't seen what his ultimate looked like. Apparently, you just get a giant bug mech, which is really cool. Again, I appreciate how each of the characters plays different. And they each sort of invite you to play them differently. Like, I'm not doing great as this character, but I am playing I'm playing it differently than I just played it the round before. And I prefer that. Another bonus of having the map be so small is that the health pickups are not as big of a problem, because you don't have to go a mile away to find the little acorn trees. Like, granted, you still have to track them down, but it's not nearly as bad as the previous version of the game, where, like, you'd have to cross the entire map to find health. Like, since the arena's smaller, it's not a big deal. Let's increase inflicted damage. Oh, we died. That's all right. I should have done the shuriken. But we did defeat 2,000 Venus flytraps, which means we unlocked the poison spikes, which is one of my favorite abilities from the other version of the game. Okay, so let's do something crazy. So which characters have you seen? Let's do Roxy, because you guys are familiar with her. We'll save the last two characters for the next video. Let's unlock, because we now have the money for it. Let's do the two of you, or actually I'll show you guys her. So she, Cinnamona, adds like stuff to the ground that slows the enemies down. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go here and we're gonna unlock this. And let's play in this arena. During the daytime, we'll just do one round of this. I think I shaved down the previous one probably a lot. Oh, is this even smaller? This arena is tiny. I actually like that. All right, so this is going to be difficult. And now we have different enemies. It's during the day. But we're going with Roxy. We'll see how this goes. Let's do Bloodsucker, because if we get that to level 3, we unlock something. So we didn't unlock the velocity thing I was hoping for, but we did still unlock Poison Spikes, which I am very excited about, because that was one of my favorites. And I do love the Ricochet stuff. Oh, the plant monster's already out. Oh, no. We're gonna go Acorn. Just kills one of you guys randomly. I love the Ricochet. When you get, like, Echo with Ricochet and you just have multiple rocks flying at the same time, it's so satisfying. Roxy might be one of my favorites. Like, Roxy's pretty good. Because she's a hard target to hit. We did Sonic Boom. Do we want Sonic Boom again? I think we're going to go Seed Bomb. Just to show you guys something different. As dumb as that probably was, I want to give you guys a break from the lightning. And this character is also easier to maneuver because she's smaller and faster, I think. So, not as big of a target. We're going to go Health Increase. Because, if I remember correctly, she doesn't have a lot of health. I'm assuming that stayed consistent. So we only have to get to wave 11 on this map. So we could potentially beat this one before we beat the base game, I guess. Unless this one is terrible. Like, horrifying amounts of enemies. I don't know. I don't know what the devs have in store for me on this separate arena. But this also means that there is the potential for new and different arenas. Like, they could add new stuff, which I like. Because since it's not tied directly to your town anymore, there's more options available to you. Which, again, I liked the previous version of the game, but they found something even better, which I am very impressed with. Rockets, that's good. Get out of there. We're going to go Inflicted Damage, Increase. Trust me, you have no idea how tempted I am to just put Stink on every single one of these characters just because I love that ability. But again, I'm trying to like play each round differently and focus on different things each time. All right, we need... Okay, that's fine. What we really need is Poison Spikes and Echo. Leaf Shurikens, we could do that one. We're gonna go Venom Spit. We're just gonna go projectiles all the way on this one. And again, those assistant bugs just do so... They add so much. They add like a fun extra factor to the game that I didn't know. Like, I wasn't expecting that feature at all. So when I was on the loading screen after the first episode, and I was like, oh, what's this about? And then I unlocked the first character. I was like, you get help? That's so cool. And they're other members of your colony, so it all makes sense. All right, what we really need... Let's get Concussive Blast. I like Concussive Blast. It's difficult to say, easy to use. It is incredibly helpful, but it doesn't feel like it's cheating because it doesn't actually damage them. It just pushes them away from you, which is incredibly helpful. Boom. Excellent. These Venus flytraps aren't too horribly bad. Boom. Get out of my way. My helpers are just taking these guys down. And you can see the coffee or whatever that Cinnamon is putting. Bloodsucker level 3? Or that was level 2. We gotta get that to level 3 if we can. But we're leeching health right now, which is good. We really need to increase Roxy's health and her armor, probably, whenever possible. Because I'm assuming they made her a little bit weaker, because she's very light on her feet. So that would check out. We're gonna do dash cooldown reduced. We can just make her even faster and more likely to get away. Oh wow, we are kiting the daylights out of these guys. Boom. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, now the game is like, okay, you wanted a challenge? Well, here we go. This is what I was expecting. This is what I was expecting. Just pure, unadulterated chaos. But since Roxy can reflect stuff off of other stuff, we're gonna go reduce damage taken by 5%. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Boom. Careful. We're doing all right. Just gotta be careful. There's so many gems untouched in the middle of the map because I can't get to them because there's enemies everywhere. It's all right. I'm almost out the ultimate, which I'm gonna want to probably use soon. Oh, will a boss on this area would be terrible. We're gonna go Gatherer, so that way we can collect some of these gems that are just sitting. It basically increases our ability to pick the stuff up, which is really nice. And since they're being slowed down by Cinnamona, that's really nice. Let's do additional damage. Okay, we're gonna use this immediately. Get wrecked, losers. That's right. Sweet. Grab this immediately. These birds are gonna ruin my day. Boom. Oh boy. That was insane. Alright, and boom. Alright. And run. Careful. And boom. That dash ability is just so vital. Alright, this is where things are getting a little crazy. This is bad. Might not survive very long. These guys are everywhere. Okay, seed bomb, I guess. We're about to go down. Only at wave 7. Ah! Okay. We gotta thorn whip the ones who are, like, puppy guarding my exit. Knockback. Oh, spam that. Alright, give me an upgrade. Will I survive that? Okay, boom. We did that. That should have unlocked something. We did. Oh, okay. We unlocked it right before we died. That was insane. Life seed. Awesome. All right, let's go back to colony. Oh, let's build the thing. Duh, I forgot to build the skill tree. All right, let's go back in as Tato. Let's build skill tree, which is right over here, which is you. That's what it was. I waited until the pizza box was gone before building this. Boom. All right, so I'm assuming we need to actually walk up to it and then select something, which I think that's all the unlockable buildings we have now. Let's do this. Seek knowledge from the great skill tree? Yes, please. Oh, I see. We can upgrade. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. This just... Okay, so if we get... This is new information that somewhat confuses me. So that means if we max out this, and then we do that once, we get that. And then if we do this and this, we get that. So if you do max on any of these and then add one other thing, I guess? Okay, good to know. I didn't know what that did, but that's really, really cool. So there's a whole other set of abilities that we could get if we just max out some of the skills. That's so cool. But yeah, that's probably gonna do it for this episode of Cast Out Colony. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.